is DWAN 1206 AM, a member of the kapisanan ng mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas.
Ang susunod na programa ay rated PG. Patnubay at gabay ng magulang ay kailangan sa mga batang manonood.
Join us as we uncover the stories behind every game-changing moment with Bill Velasco. Get ready to dive into the heart of sports because it's time for your favorite sports step into the spotlight.
Isang napakagandang umaga po sa inyo lahat mga teammates. Ito po ang Hardball with Bill Velasco. Ang oras po natin ngayon, 11:02.
You're tuned in to Hardball with Bill Velasco.
And po ay Miyerkules, January 7, 2026. Abangan mamaya ang ating eksklusibong panayam sa dating Metropolitan Basketball Association player mula sa Cebu Gems na si Stephen Padilla.
Hardball with Bill Velasco.
At balikan din natin ang ating pakikipag-usap sa 10-time PBA champion at 2008 PBA MVP na si Kelly Williams.
This is Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Bago tayo magpatuloy, sundan kami sa aming mga social media accounts sa Facebook, DWAN 1206 AM. Sa YouTube, DWAN.1206 AM.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Sa TikTok at DWAN 1206 AM.
Final round.
At sa Instagram at DWAN 1206 AM. Sa ulo ng ating mga sports news ngayong araw ng Miyerkules, Pinay tennis ace Alex Ayala pasok na sa ASB Classic Women's Singles Round of 16 matapos matalo ang Croatian tennis player na si Donna Vekic.
This is Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Prize fund sa gaganaping Australian Open umabot na sa bagong record na $75 million.
You're tuned in to Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Former World Heavyweight Champion Tyson Fury inanunsyo ang muling pagbabalik sa boxing ngayong taon matapos magretiro nung nakaraang taon.
Hardball with Bill Velasco.
PBL standouts na sina Adorador, Nabor, Horvina at Madrigal pasok na bilang bagong Capital One Solar Spikers.
Hardball with Bill Velasco.
UAAP High School Baseball Tournament nagsimula ng muli matapos ang 6 na taong pagkahinto.
This is Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Kay Soto hindi na muna maglalaro sa Japan B-League Asia All-Stars upang tuluyang magpagaling sa natamong ACL injury.
You're tuned in to Hardball with Bill Velasco.
At Los Angeles Clippers na ibulsa ang kontrobersyal na panalo kontra sa Golden State Warriors sa score na 103-102.
Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Isang impresibong bounce back win ang nilaro ng Pinay tennis star na si Alex Ayala kontra sa Olympic silver medalist na si Donna Vekic kahapon sa ASB Classic Women's Singles Round of 32. Bagamat nakuha ng Croatian tennis player ang first set sa score na 6-4 ay agad na nakabawi si Ayala sa second at third set ng laro at nagtapos ito sa 4-6, 6-4, 6-4. Dahil dyan ay pasok na si Ayala sa round of 16 kung saan nakatakda niyang makaharap sa Webes ang isa pang Croatian tennis star na si Petra Marchenko. Kahapon lang ay matagumpay na nailaglag ng tandem ni Ayala at American tennis player na si Iva Jovic ang duo ng veteran tennis players na sina Elina Svitolina at Venus Williams sa women's doubles round of 16.
You're tuned in to Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Samantala sa Australian Open, tumaas ng 16% ang prize pool fund na umabot na sa 111.5 million Australian dollars o katumbas ng 75 million US dollars. Ito ang pinakamataas na premyo sa tala ng kasaysayan ng tennis event na ito. Dalawang singles champions ang mag-uwi ng 4.15 million Australian dollars na mas mataas kumpara sa 3.5 million noong nakaraang taon. Ang first round losers sa Australian Open ay mag-uwi ng 150,000 Australian dollars. Habang ang makakaabot sa third round ay mag-uwi ng 83,500 Australian dollars. Gaganapin ang event na ito sa Melbourne Park simula January 18 hanggang February 1.
This is Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Kinumpirma ni dating heavyweight boxing champion Tyson Fury na lalaban uli siya ngayong taon. Sa kanyang social media post, nilinaw ng boksingero na hindi siya bumalik para sa kasikatan o pera, kundi dahil sa mahal niya ang larangan ng boxing. Hindi na muling sumabak sa ring si Tyson mula 2024 kung saan natalo siya sa ikalawang laban nila ni Alexander Usyk sa Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Salukuyan ngayong nagsasanay si Fury sa Thailand at naghahanda na sakaling may humamon sa kanya ngayong taon.
You're tuned in to Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Inanunsyo ng Capital One na 4 na ace volleyball players na pumirma ng kontrata sa team at asa ang maglalaro sa 2026 PVL season. Pinangalanan ng mga ito na sina Shaya Adorado, Jasmine Nabor, Rachel Horvina at Ezra Madrigal. Kilala sina Adorador at Nabor bilang real-life couple na 6th at 7th player ng Cherry Tigo. Ito naman ang kauna-unahang pagkakataon na sasali sina Madrigal at Horvina sa isang PVL team sa labas ng Akari. Si Adorador ay magiging outside hitter ng Solar Spikers para naman sa stable gameplay ni Nabor, habang palalakasin ni Horvina ang backline at si Madrigal ang isa sa net defense ng team.
You're tuned in to Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Magbabalik na ang high school baseball sa UAAP matapos ang 6 na taon na pagkakahinto. Babalik na ang UAAP High School Baseball Tournament kung saan kasama ang guest team na Paref Southridge School. Mga kasama ng Admirals and defending champions na University of Santo Tomas, Ateneo de Manila University, De La Salle Zobel at National University Nazareth School. Magkakaroon na laro tuwing Miyerkules at Sabado kung saan maghaharap ang National University Nazareth School laban sa UST.
This is Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Pansamantala munang hindi sasabak si Kai Soto sa 2026 Japan B-League Asia All-Star Game sa Nagasaki. Mas kailangan umanong unahin ni Soto ang pagpapagaling mula sa ACL injury para mas malakas, mas matatag at mas matagumpay ang kanyang pagbabalik. Hindi rin umano nagmamadali si Soto sa kanyang paglalaro at nagpapasalamat siya sa patuloy na suporta na kanyang natatanggap.
You're tuned in to Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Nakawala naman ang koponan ng Los Angeles Clippers mula sa Golden State Warriors upang maibulsa ang kanilang patuloy na panalo laban dito kahit hindi nakapaglaro si James Harden dahil sa isang stiff shoulder. Umiskor ng 24 puntos ang forward na si Kawhi Leonard na nanguna sa opensiba at nagtala rin ng 12 rebounds. Habang nagambag din si Ivica Zubac ng 10 points at 11 rebounds para sa kanilang koponan. Bagamat nagpakawala ng magkakasunod na 3-point shot si Steph Curry sa fourth quarter ng laro at may 27 points pa mula kay Jimmy Butler, para sa Warriors ay nakahabol pa rin ang Clippers ng 1 puntos na kalamangan mula sa 5 points na dinagdag ni Chris Dunn sa huling 1 minuto na laro na nagtapos sa score na 103-102. Samantala sa fourth quarter pa rin ang laban ay pinatalsik ang Golden State Warriors coach na si Steve Kerr dahil sa 2 technical fouls na tinawag ng referee dahil sa ginagawa nitong pagprotesta sa di umano'y goaltending infraction na ginawa ng Clippers.
You're tuned in to Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Time out muna tayo sa ating pagbalik ang ating panayam sa dating NBA Cebu Gems player na si Stephen Padilla. Huwag po kayong aalis, magpapatuloy pa rin ang
Hardball with Bill Velasco. Every headline has a story, and every story has a reason that you should know. Join Attorney Antonio Tony Ceriles in uncovering the whys behind the whats. Here on People Should Know from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Only here on the 1206 a.m. Headlines everywhere. Pero ano nga ba ang totoong nangyayari sa Senado at Kongreso? Get the real story, minus the headache. On Session Unplugged, hosted by Daniel Manalastas and Earl Tobias, breaking down the week's biggest hearings, hottest bills, and most talked about issues. In plain, everyday language. Quick, clear, conversational. Session Unplugged, every Friday, 8 to 9 p.m. on the 1206 a.m.
Deserve mo ang maging masaya. Kaya arat na at maglaro ng loto. Malay mo, mapasa kamay mo na ang limpak-limpak na money prizes.
Tara na! Let's play Lotto!
Tumaya at manood na ng PCSO Lottery Draw. Araw-araw, tuwing 2 p.m., 5 p.m. at 9 p.m. Play smart. Play responsibly.
Are you talking to a real person online or just another troll spreading fake news? Here's how to spot a troll. Newly made account? No real photos or suspicious profile details? Posting the same misleading content repeatedly? Don't get fooled. Fact check, report, and block disinformation. A public service reminder from IBC and the 1206 AM. Stay sharp. Stay truthful.
Ano naman ang sinasabi niyo sa mga anak niyo tungkol sa buhay dito sa Pilipinas?
Sinabi namin palagi yun, sir, na simulat sa pool, nakita din naman nila at the age 9. Kasi yung career ko kasi ups and down eh. Baga, naranasan nila, nagdadrive ako ng aircon na sasakyan.
Okay.
Tapos after ilang months, nakamulticab na kami. So yun, nakikita nila. Saka naranasan nila gaano kahirap na sitwasyon namin doon sa Pinas compare dito. So yun ang palagi kong sinasabi sa kanila na so marami kayong mga opportunity dito. So wag niyong sayangin sana.
Nasa Cebu ka, ang pangarap mo ba talaga mag-PBA o nagkataon lang na merong MBA?
Actually, sir, simulat sa pool pa naman nung bata pa ako. Kasi nakikita ko kasi yung kapatid ko naglalaro pa, dati pa. Tsaka yung tito ko, or yung kilala mo naman siguro si Willie Niralaw.
O naman.
At saka sina Alan na Bilgas, halos kapitbahay namin yun. Isang baryo lang kami nun.
Sa likod ng bahay mo si Willie, di ba?
Tama, sir. Tama talaga. Tito ko rin si Boots Sinabre, yung Mama Slab.
Ay.
Tsaka sina Larry Villanil, yung Mama Slab pa sila. Tapos nag-exhibition game sila dito sa lugar namin, sa Dulho. So yun, alam mo na yun, pag bata ka, may mga idolize ka na. So yun ang kahiligan ko talaga kasi yung bahay namin, ilang hakbang lang, basketball court na.
Paano ka napunta ng Cebu Gems?
Nung naglaro ako ng high school at saka college sa University of the Visayas, tumawag sa akin si Coach Juntan. Yun ang pinakaunang coach namin sa Cebu Gems. Tapos sabi niya sa akin, mayroon siyang shaded player na 7 player. Kumbaga, punta lang kami sa tryout. Kumbaga sakali, papakita lang, pero tanggap na kami doon. Kasali na kami sa lineup.
Anong mga nakakapanibago ng NBA? Kasi di ba, before that, wala namang mga teams na bumibiyahe. Anong nakakapanibago doon?
Unang-una, nanibago kami. Alam mo naman, probinsya, wala masyadong aircon sa gym. Lalaro naman ako dati pa nung palarong pambansa, no high school at saka college, saka inter-secondary, saka intercollegiate. Pero wala ganong aircon na gym. Yun lang, maninibago ka nun dahil alis-alis pa iba-iba't lugar. So, pero masaya naman. Maganda, nakakamiss talaga. Lalo pa sa edad ko ngayon.
Huwag na natin pag-usapan yung edad.
Tama ka,
Nakakasakit
sir.
ang damdamin.
Tama ka, sir. Tama ka, sir. Pasensya, sorry.
Okay lang. Hindi, tapos di ba nauso yung batuhan noon? Sa Cebu yata nagsimula yun, di ba? Parang, ewan ko, Pampanga yata yung kalaban nyo noon, nagkabatuhan.
Kung hindi ako nagkakamali, sir, nung unang panalo namin yung Pasig Blue Pirates.
Nagkabatuhan.
At sa nakakatawa pa noon dati kasi panay talo kami. Ang pangit pang dating, yung mga fans ng Cebu, doon kumakampi minsan sa kalaban. Sabi ko, parang alam mo yun, kasi parang siguro doon kami nag-start na prosige ba na dapat natin papakita, especially sa taga Cebu, sa sobrang grabe yung fanatic, love kami sa taga Cebu. So papasalamat din naman kami sa mga fans ng Cebu talaga. At saka unang-una, taga doon din man talaga ako nung simulat bata. So talagang pag naglaro ako, talagang papakamatay dahil gustong manalo talaga.
Normal ba yun? Kasi sabi ko nga, yung mga fan ng Cebu, parang mga taga New York, alam nila lahat pagdating sa basketball. Normal ba yung gano'n na talagang very open yung mga fans pag ayaw nila sa laro ninyo?
Oo, sir. Grabe dun. Grabe. Yung walang limit. Grabe talaga pag may nakita silang hindi tama, talagang ipapakita nila sa player o sa coach. So, ganun sila. Pero pag nagmahal naman sila, yung taga Cebu, maganda, magaling. Kasi pag nakita nilang papakamatay ka, papakita ka talaga na gusto mong manalo, yung fans naman, talagang mag-ano talaga sa'yo. Kahit saan ka mapunta dun. Puro sila naman. Okay naman sila lahat.
Anong naging pakiramdam mo nung nagsara yung NBA?
Ang unang pakiramdam ko sa sobrang lungkot at saka sakit. Kasi unang-una naman, alam mo naman, di naman sa pagmamayabang dahil simulat sa pool, pinaghirapan ng lahat ng mga player na, alam mo yung break sana na ito, break ko okay na ako dito. So, nung first year ko sa NBA, admitted ako, hindi naman ako masyadong bapat at saka hindi ko naman masyadong, kilala masyado. So doon mag-start na yung pagsikap mo as a player. So, yun. So, at least kahit papano, di ba, na nakilala tayo dun sa liga na dun. Saka nakakamiss talaga.
Nung pumunta ka ng PBA, nakakuha ka ng Alaska, ano yung pagkakaiba nung NBA at PBA?
Kung ako lang mag-ano, sir, mas gusto ko bang mananatili sa NBA kung doon pa yung liga na yun. Sa akin lang sa akin lang. So, kasi iba yung crowd At saan ka mapunta, love ka ng, especially kung maglaro ka sa home court mo, so gaganado ka maglaro dahil home court.
Para ka superstar.
Lugar mo doon, naglalaro ka. Hindi lang sa'yo, yung dala mo yung Cebu. Pangalan ng Cebu. So kumbaga, kagaya sabi ko kanina, talagang papakamatay ka talaga na maglaro doon sa court para lang manalo.
Okay.
So, yun ang magkaiba. Kung nandun pa yung PBA, yung NBA, sorry. Doon pa talaga ako sa NBA. Ayaw ko talaga magplanong papadrap. Kasi no choice ako wala nang NBA.
Kakaiba yun Kakaiba yung pananaw mo na yun
Kung sa akin lang yun, sir. Kasi sobrang excitement sa financial. Okay naman yung support ng management ng Sir Jerry Henry noong year. Sobrang bait, wala akong masabi. So, on time yung salary namin. So, wala akong masabi sa management, sa fans ng Cebu, saka yung kapwa ko player. Maganda sana, pero nawala yung NBA. Nakakalungkot talaga. Kung ako lang, kung nandun pa yung NBA pa rin talaga ako.
So, after mga 3 years sa PBA, ano na yung nangyari? Nawala ka sa league? Decision ka na ba na mag-retire?
Hindi naman sa retire, sir. Ang sa akin lang naman talaga, hirap sabihin na parang ganito, parang in short, parang napolitiko ako Parang ganun ba? Okay. Alam mo na may ibig kong sabihin. So,
wala kang background.
Alam mo yung parang ginawa mo na sa practice, ginawa mo lahat sa actual game, magiging best player ka, tapos by next game, hindi ka naman masyadong ginagamit. So, kumbaga yung moral mo, yung confidence mo, nawawala na naman. So iba. Hindi naman sa mamayabang, I mean, ibang depensa ng NBA kasi sa PBA. Sa tingin ko lang, sa pananaw ko lang.
Tama ka.
Kasi sa PBA, more on, ano ka lang eh. Kumbaga, maraming mag-help, magsasad konti. Hindi naman sa gumamayabang, pag konting puwang ka sa akin, hindi naman gano'n, titira naman talaga ako. Kasi sa NBA kasi, talagang maraming yung magugulang maglaro. Titirahin ka, tapos nandun pa yung mga veterano, naabutan ko pa sila. Biruin mo, napapanood ko lang dati sina Al Solis, Boy Cabao, tapos nakabantayan ko pa, tapos naging teammates ko pa. So hanggang dun ka mahasa ba, kumbaga sir.
So what was the plan after basketball? Ano yung plano mo? Ba't napunta ka ng Florida?
Ako'y napunta lang po dito sir, dahil sa asawa ko. Kasi nag-usap kami dalawa na at sinabi ko rin sa kanya, alam mo, medyo may edad na rin ako. Tapos naglalaro na doon ako sa commercial team ng Imlulier. So every bumibisita ng PBA doon dati, tapos may exhibition game kami, kunwari Alaska or Ginebra or yung Powerade dati. So talagang sinusubukan ko, papakita pa rin na kumbaga sana mapansin naman ako sana na makabalik pa ako sa PBA. O yung Gilas, pumunta doon. Nagkakataon, yung Air 21, pinalaro nila ako in one conference. Tapos, yun na naman, maganda sana papakita ko. Tapos sabi naman ng management, uwi ka muna sa Cebu kasi antayin mo natin sa drafting kung ano mangyayari. Tapos sabi ko, coach, tama-tama coach kasi may liga doon. Kahit pa paano, kasi para yatang naputol yata yung salary namin noon eh.
Okay.
So kahit pa paano, may income naman din kami. Or kami, kuwari, sabay kami ni Bruce noon, Dacia, sa Air 21. So uwi kami, sabay yata kami ni Bruce naglaro sa M. Lulier. Tapos noon, mga ilang weeks or months, wala akong tawag na tanggap. Hanggang ako na lang tumawag. Sabi ko, boss or sir, ano bang balita? May chance pa ba ako makabalik diyan? Sabi, pasensya ka na kasi naano daw ako sa mga trade na hindi ako nakabalik. Sabi ko, naku. Siyempre, malungkot na naman. Pero after that, iniisip ko sa sarili ko, siguro at least kahit pa paano, wala naman ako kakaya sa sarili ko dahil ginagawa ko naman talaga yung best ko sa sarili ko. Siguro di lang siguro pinagpalad. Kasi sa basketball kasi sir, kung sa akin lang, sa tingin ko, hindi ko naman sinasabi na, uy, mas magaling ako sa'yo, ganyan. Kumbaga, surtihan lang talaga na break mo. Yan ang break mo, pagkakataon na para sa'yo talaga yan. So iba-iba tayo ng way sa buhay.
Bakit kayo napunta ng Florida? Medical profession na yung naging...
Hindi sir, nagiging tawag nun, pinitisyon yung asawa ko sa papa niya.
Okay.
Yeah. Tapos, yung misis ko, nurse naman dati dyan sa atin. Tapos, after a year yata, nag-take siya ng exam dito. Tawa din naman ng Diyos, nakapasa siya. So yun. Pero ano din sir, mahirap din. Nakakaranas din ako talagang sobrang hirap. Saka lungkot o nakakaiyak. Tapos inisip ko yung dati, parang ilang oras lang, maganda na yung kita ko. Tapos dito, ilang oras, magkano lang kita ko dito. Tapos ang hirap pa, pag taglamig, pag ganitong panahon, taglamig na.
Nasa East Coast ka eh.
Hindi naman sir, hindi naman totally nag-snow dito, pero may chance din pag taglamig din. Ang hirap kasi wala pa kami service dati, nagbibisikleta lang kami, mga ilang miles. Anong
naging trabaho mo dyan?
Ngayon sir, sa awa na Diyos, transportation ng mga pasyente.
Okay, good.
Pinipick up ko yung pasyente sa bahay nila, tapos dadalhin ko sa clinic namin. So after their appointment, ibabalik ko din naman sila sa bahay nila.
Tapos yung anak nyo, kambal?
Opo sir.
Hindi ka pa nabigla nun?
Nung una, nabigla na nakakatuwa. Mawawala yung stress mo at saka yung pagod sa... Dati pa naglalaro pa ako na parang, alam mo yun, kahit ka pagod sa training, pagdating mo na ng bahay, pag nakikita mo silang dalawa, na nawawala. yung pagod. Kasama yung pamilya.
So alam ba ng mga anak mo na professional basketball player ka noong araw?
Siguro, na-realize siguro sila, sir, mga dahil siguro mga 8 or 9 na. Kasi dati pa sa PBA, bago kami mag-start, alam mo naman yung siguro, sir, mag-stretching kami dyan, bago kami mag-start. Alam mo yan? Pinapasok ko sila sa loob. Malit pa yan si yung anak ni Mike Cortez. Si Jacob.
Oh, okay. Si Jacob.
Nako, kasabayan sa kalaro dyan. Tapos ngayon na, sikat na yun sa Lasal.
Anong pinaka nami-miss mo sa Pilipinas?
First, yung pamilya. Yung mama ko, kapatid ko, pamangkin, mga kaibigan, saka yung pagkain, litson.
Yun.
Litson. Pero nakauwi kami dyan, sir, nung March.
So what's the future? Babalik ka ba sa basketball as a coach o dyan ka na? Ano bang plano mo?
Ay, plano namin, sir, mag-asawa, mag-ipon-ipon dito. Tungkol po sa basketball, naglalaro naman ako dito, yung exercise ko lang. Tapos, about sa coach, kung may chance lang, pero ayoko yung, alam mo naman yun, na gano'n na parang namimilit. Namimilit na ako yung mag-coach gano'n. Pag ni-invite mo ako, bigyan mo ako ng break, bigyan mo ako ng chance, so at least, gagawin ko. Wag yung parang ako yung namimilit ba.
Okay.
Yeah, yun lang ko, sir. Pero yung regarding sa future, so mag-ipon muna dito, pero dyan kami magre-retire. Yun ang plano namin mag-asawa.
Ano naman ang sinasabi niyo sa mga anak niyo tungkol sa buhay dito sa Pilipinas?
Sinabi namin palagi yun, sir, na simulat sa pool, nakita din naman nila at the age 9. Kasi yung career ko kasi ups and down eh. Baga, naranasan nila, nagdadrive ako ng aircon na sasakyan.
Okay.
Tapos after ilang months, naka-multicab na kami. So yun, nakikita nila. Saka naranasan nila gaano kahirap na sitwasyon namin doon sa Pinas compare dito. So yun ang palagi ko sinasabi sa kanila na so marami kayong mga opportunity dito. So wag niyong sayangin sana. But first of all, na yan, mag-pray tayo. Mag-pray kayo. Na i-guide kayo ni Lord.
Okay, maraming salamat, Stephen. At
salamat din, sir.
let's talk again soon. At pag nagawi ako ng Amerika, dadalawin kita dyan.
No problem, sir. Ako'y ready. Kita tayo. Oo naman, sir. Walang problema sa akin, sir. 100%, sir. Ikaw pa, alam mo naman, may samahan din tayo.
Oo naman. Tsaka kailangan magdikit-dikit tayong mga matatanda.
Hindi, secret lang yan, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Stephen.
Narito na ang programang katuwang mo at ng komunidad sa pag-unlad. Maging updated sa mga proyekto at serbisyong hatid sa inyo ng Executive Government Offices, institusyon at komunidad. Every second and fourth Wednesday of the month, 9:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. sa Talking Heads with Rose Solangon. Dito lang sa DWAN 1206 a.m. Magandang umaga! Bangon, bagong Pilipinas. Mas pinalakas at mas pinaigting ang inyong himpilan ng radyo sa umaga. Agahan na may kabuluhan. Sabay-sabay nating tunghayan ang maiinit at mahahalagang balitang hatid para sa inyo. 2 oras na balitaan ng may tamang impormasyon at malasakit. Kasama si Alice Noel at Simon Ong. Mula alas 6 hanggang alas 8 ng umaga. Dito lang sa DWAN 1206 AM.
How hard is it for you that you can't be there with your sons right now? How challenging is it for you?
It's the hardest thing that I have to deal with to date. Every day I think of them. We talk once or twice a day anyway, but there's nothing like being there. And it's one of my biggest struggles to this day. I talk to my team about it all the time. It's like, if you see me down, 90% of the time it's because of that. So just give me a little bit of grace, and they do. And Chad understands that very well. So I'm grateful for that. But it's definitely, it's hard. It's hard because I grew up without my dad. He died when I was 7. So that's, growing up, I'm like, when I have sons, I'm going to be there. I'm going to ...
Same here. Kel, how is Talk and Text doing this season in your mind?
I think we're on par to what is expected, I think. We won our first game, which is actually kind of an anomaly for how we've played in past several conferences. But we lost a big one against our second game against Ginebra. We're right on par. We won our last game. We came back from that, learned from our mistakes. So this is the time of the conference where we got new players, new faces, new energy. We have to incorporate those guys and almost mold a new identity based on what we have. And I think that's been the strength of our team over the last several years, especially under Chot, because one of his philosophies is just being adaptable, being malleable to whatever the situation asks from us. So whatever we did last conference, our focus isn't on what we did, it's on what we need to do moving forward. So I think that's why we've been able to have success. And then going into looking at the first 3 games of this conference, it's been just that. A lot of things we need to work on, a lot of things we need to fix and explore, but guys are grasping what the atmosphere and what the team is asking from them, and I think it's going good.
You did very, very well last year. What was clicking for Talk and Text last year?
Well, what was clicking for us in the first 2 conferences was Rondé Hollis Jefferson.
Okay.
But
that's simple.
No, because he's such a great teammate. Obviously, his talent is you see him play, but just his character as a person and what he brings to the team as far as motivating guys and challenging guys and things like that, and keeping guys accountable, which is already part of what our atmosphere calls from us under Coach Chot. It just fits perfect with what's been built there. So that definitely helped us in the first 2 championships, and then in the All-Filipino, I think, along with the confidence of having won 2 championships, with Coach Chot's philosophies, with having good charactered guys on the team, it allowed us to make adjustments on the fly and put ourselves in the position to get a 3rd championship. We fell short, but we see what we can do when we all buy in. So it was good.
How about you personally? How has your role evolved with Talk and Text?
Well, obviously the leadership side of it is a big part of it. Having been in the league now it's my 19th season. Those guys naturally look to me for a lot of the what to do's in certain situations. And so I put it on myself to make sure I show up every day, but especially in times of crunch moments or when the intensity is high or tension's high. I remind myself to just stay present, and I'm big on the stoic stuff. So
I feel that.
Yeah, like don't show any weakness in times in those times especially. And so that's what I want to give to the guys in those moments, to be a sort of an anchor in high pressure moments. And we got guys that have put up numbers, and there's times where my number is called to score. But I think more than that, it's just really kind of embracing the veteran role and sharing my experience the best way that I can, as well as leading by example.
How has your routine changed physically? I mean, what are some of the things that you need to prepare more for, and some of the things that you can't do as well as you used to that you have to compensate for?
Yeah, I was just talking to a guy a couple days ago. Like, I'm at that stage now where I have to warm up before my warm up.
Okay, I know.
So it's kind of that, have that mentality. But really just making sure my body's where I need it to be, and a lot of that happens off the court. So when I'm at home, a lot of therapy stuff. I got all the modules, the sauna, the hot cold tub, and the Theragun, everything that I need to kind of prepare my body, eating well. Yeah, just knowing my body and knowing what I need, what I'm asking from it, and what I need it to, where I need it to be has been key for me, especially now in my 40s, and even prior to that, going in like my 30s and now in my 40s, paying attention to all my physical cues, and I say nutrition. So when we talk about the physical side of it, yeah, nutrition's probably the biggest thing for me. Staying active, that's what I talk about, but it's the mental, and you post about this a lot too. You know, it's the mental aspect of things that's really gonna help you get to where you want to be in life. Because no matter how good a shape you're in or whatever, life is gonna punch you in the mouth, and you got to be able to sustain yourself and stay balanced in the midst of all of it. So that's really where majority of my capacity goes towards, making sure my mind and my heart's right.
What's different from the previous Kelly Williams who retired and the one who came back? Because I thought you'd be back for like a year or two, but here you are still around.
Yeah. Well, it's surprising to me too. With Chop back, he knows me as a player and he trusts me, and that's been huge for me in this with our this past stint since I think it was the end of 2021, going into 22 when Chop came back. The situation, the circumstances I've been given is something a lot of guys don't get, especially at this stage of life and career. At this point, when the guys that I've seen, in the latter stages of the career, whether they can play or not, they kind of been pushed aside, right? Or phased out, and replaced with younger talent, and a lot of it based off of potential, not even of what it is. So that's something I'm very mindful of, and I'm grateful for with Chot, because he allows me to play my game. He allows me space to be myself, and with that, I want to honor his trust by making sure I'm in the best shape I can possibly be, and stepping up in places and spaces where he wants me to be as a leader, and my own personal role on the team. So the biggest difference between me now and then is that not only embracing my role, but honestly, the gratitude of understanding the magnitude of the situation that I'm in, I think is a big difference. And it's helped me in my life in general. Yeah, that's the biggest difference.
Well, what are some of the things you tell the new guys, the younger guys on the team?
Take care of your body. What you do off the court is probably more important than what we do when we're in practice, because as a player or as an athlete in general, you're going to put in the work. That's not, at this level, as a professional, you're going to do the work. That's not, that's a given. But what you do off the court, how you handle yourself, the decisions you make, those are the things that I try to not only be an example of, but talk about with these younger guys. Like, it's important. It's important how you eat. It's important that you stay active and know your body enough to get in the gym when you feel you're feeling weak, or getting on the track if you're feeling like you're a step slow, or whatever you need to do. Work with the trainers, work with the coach, talk to coach. So it's really a holistic approach that I try to share with guys, because that's how I've had any semblance of success in my career, is approaching it holistically, spiritually, mentally, physically. Yeah.
How much longer do you think you'll be playing in the PBA?
That's a good question.
You haven't thought about it?
I try not to. I really try to stay present in the moment, because if I get caught up in too far in the future,
what if? Yeah.
It'll pull me away from the present, and if I'm not present, then I can't function the way that I want to. And I think that's a human nature problem, right? Sometimes I'm caught up in the past, sometimes I'm caught up in the future, but I really try to stay present in the moment so that I can be grateful and enjoy situations where I probably wouldn't have enjoyed in the past. You talked about how the difference between now and then. So as of right now, physically, I honest to myself, physically, I can play at a level that's respectable for me competitively for another 2 to 3 years. But I'm learning that almost day to day, the motivations and priorities tend to sway and shift for me. Most recently, it's deciding on the timing of being back in the States with my sons. My eldest is in his second year of high school. My youngest is in his last year of middle school, entering high school next year. And I remember those years. And so I'm grateful that I can even be able to talk to them and they can ask me questions via FaceTime and text. But my own personal, desires, I want to be there with them. I want to guide them through, be a hands-on dad that I haven't had the opportunity to have in the past 10 years since my divorce, right? So there's that, and that's weighing on me more recently, but we'll see. Like I said, right now is what I have is talk and text and my current contract and these current guys that I'm mindful of showing up for every day. And we'll see at the end of this conference, at the end of this year of the 50th season of the PBA, maybe something changes. But for right now, I'm just going to try to show up the best way that I can, stay present, like I said, and just try to bring out the best of myself. I guess this is the best opportunity for me now. I mean, why wait? I'm trying to step into areas and energies and places that I might have been too afraid to step into prior. We talked about the book. Yeah. That's pretty much, almost done. A couple other things going on. So I'm excited about what's to come. There's some hesitancy, there's some, I don't want to say doubt, there's some fears if I'm honest, but that's just how life goes. The unknown is scary, but I'm willing to step into it just to see what else I can get out of this life of mine.
I know what it's like to step into the unknown.
Yeah, absolutely.
But how hard is it for you that you can't be there with your sons right now? How challenging is it for you?
Yeah, it's the hardest thing that I have to deal with to date. Every day I think of them. We talk once or twice a day anyway, but there's nothing like being there. And it's one of my biggest struggles to this day. I talk to my team about it all the time. It's like, if you see me down, 90% of the time it's because of that. So just give me a little bit of grace, and they do, and Chad understands that very well. So I'm grateful for that. But it's definitely it's hard. It's hard because I grew up without my dad. He died when I was 7. So that growing up, I'm like, when I have sons, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna dot.
Same here.
Yeah, but life didn't pan out that way for me. So over the years, it's been a lot of acceptance, a lot of forgiveness of self, and forgiveness of God, forgiveness of my ex-wife. A lot of acceptance of things. Yeah. But it's but the fact remains that I'm not there. They're not with me, and that's just gonna be something I got to live with. That's my reality, and I accept that, and I'm trying to be gentle with myself about it, and just continue to move forward. At the end of the day, I'm building something that my sons can look back and say, my dad did this, so I know I can do this and more. And that's what I try to talk to them about all the time. Like, I'm just an example. You guys are far ahead of whatever I could have done or been at your ages already. I'm super proud of them, and I wish I could be there. And I know they want to be here with me. We stay strong, we keep moving forward, and we find ways.
I still remember you from day one, practically fresh off the plane. You were in Moro with Asi and Rafi Reeves and all of these guys. And in the last couple of decades, is there anything you look back on that was maybe the biggest learning for you, something you wish you had done differently or wish you had done better? Any regrets?
No regrets. I do wish I would have enjoyed it a little bit more.
Okay.
I really had great opportunities, and I'm definitely grateful for it. Like you said, when I walk in tomorrow, that first day, as soon as I came up the stairs, I see Asi, Eric Mink, Jimmy, just Mark Kagiwa, JJ Hilterbrand, Kirby Raimundo, Romel Aduco, oh gosh, all those guys, Don Hontiveros, Willie Miller, just all of the greats. And then it's me. Out of Detroit, no one knows me, and it's just like, I just wish someone could have slowed me down and said, look at the, like I said, magnitude. Like the magnitude, this opportunity you have. Because when I came in, there was a lot of pressure. I put a lot of pressure on myself to try to succeed and make my way or forge my way and make a name for myself that I didn't really enjoy a lot. Guys will tell you when I first came in, I never went out, I never hung out with guys, I never did anything. And part of that was because of my faith and belief. I think I wish I could, looking back, I wish I could have just dropped my shoulders a little bit and just enjoy those moments and explore a little more and step out in times where I didn't. I think was one of the lessons I took looking back.
Just allowed yourself.
Yeah. Ask more questions also. Like I said, I was surrounded by so many amazing individuals. And a lot of conversations just happened organically. So I pulled and I listened and I pulled, but I didn't ask a lot of questions. I just kind of did my own thing because that's all I knew. That's what I've done all my life. So I would have asked more questions, more advice in certain situations. Looking back at my marriage and all the off-court stuff, I would have asked more advice and reached out to guys more, but no regrets though. I can't complain about what I've experienced, and I've been in the Philippines. This is my 21st year in the Philippines. I got here in 2005, and it's really been amazing.
How have you changed from all that time, from Detroit to coming here and being here for so long? How have you changed?
It's night and day. Honestly, it's really night and day. I mean, I became a man here. I thought in 2012, I thought that book that I put out was it. Boom, and my story's out there, and now I can kind of live happily ever after. That was 13 years ago, and then, like I told you, I'm finishing the book now. Those two versions are literally night and day, and some might even look at it as the devil and an angel. You know what I mean? As far as the shades, but I've had a lot of lessons. Life has hit me really hard in ways I did not expect, but it was necessary, and I had a lot of lessons to learn, and I had a lot about myself that I needed to learn. Even those things I don't regret, because now I can share my story with people, talk to guys who are going through certain things, and give them my perspective, to hopefully give them a different perspective so they can maybe make the right choices in the places where I made the wrong ones, right? So I'm grateful for all the lessons. It's like anything in life, when something traumatic, when life happens, it's gonna change you. If it doesn't, then there's probably something wrong.
Yes,
right?
Exactly. You're not listening to the lessons.
Yeah, exactly, and you're bound to repeat it. And I've had to repeat a lot of lessons, but and I'm still learning them. I'm still learning about myself. I'm still learning hard lessons, but now it's coming from a place of, like, instead of asking why, it's more of what am I getting from this. Even from the spiritual side of it, it's like, instead of looking at frustratingly as like, where is God? I thought you were gonna, it's like, oh, well, where is God in all this? Trying to find perspective, not coming from frustration. And I think that perspective has helped me to, like, take the pressure off of trying to find answers for everything. I'm a very logical, I like to believe myself to be a very logical, realist, reasoning person. So everything should have an answer. Everything should make sense. But over the years, like I said, because of lessons, because of life, sometimes things don't make sense. But what can you learn from it? How can you use that to move forward? And I think that's just where I'm at right now.
Okay, looking at how much you've changed, how much you've grown. You've been with a great franchise, had a lot of success in your career, 50 greatest players, MVP, and all of that. What else are you looking for in your basketball career and beyond? I mean, you've pretty much done it all.
I think on a personal level, and I think Chot was hoping this would come out of me, where I'm at a place now where it's like I want to empty my tank for the younger guys. Like, not my physical tank. Like, when I'm out there, I'm going to do what I do. That's a given. But, like, share whatever I have in me. So guys will tell you, past teammates will tell you, Kel is quiet. He keeps to himself. He whatever. Give him space. He's moody. But now I'm like, if I see something, I'm going to say something. and I encourage the younger guys to do the same with me. That's what's helped that's part of our atmosphere over the years, looking back in the Jimmy Alapag, Harvey Carey era, the communication, the coming from a place of love and care and true unity, true bonding from a real place. Like, that's what made us successful before. And with Chopback, that's why we've had success the way that we've had it, because it's real. And so now I want to leave with these guys whatever I can. If I see something, when I talk to Henry Galinato, this is what I see. You do what you got to do, but this is what I see from you, and this is what I think you should do, whether it's a specific detail on defense or something on offense. Do with it what you want, but for me personally, I want to say something because there's no reason to keep it in anymore, right? So that's the stage where I'm at now, where I wouldn't even call it being a leader. It's just being there, because I had an abundance of experience and years under my belt. I got to give it. I can't keep it for myself anymore. Yeah. And then now I had a conversation with Henry this past out-of-town game. It's like, you're going to do that for somebody else, and I want to make sure I do it right for you, so that you have the right example, just like somebody did it for me, just like a Jimmy Alapag did for me, a Harvey Carey did for me, an Ali Peak did for me, right? I'm doing for those guys. So when I'm done, I want to say I truly left it all out there, and not just on the court, but for my team and the people that I love and battle with every day.
Thanks so much again.
Appreciate you.
Always I enjoy our conversation.
Yeah,
I wish you success.
I appreciate you, Bill. I wish the same for you.
Mula sa pangangalaga ng kalusugan hanggang sa serbisyong panlipunan, magbibigay kasagutan at impormasyon sa mga nangangailangan. Kasama si Naomi Tiburcio at Greg Gregorio sa Kapwa Ko, Sagot Ko. Tuwing Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 10 ng umaga, dito sa DWAN 1206 AM. You're tuned in to Hardball with Bill Velasco.
At bago tayo magtapos, ang aking taos-pusong pasasalamat sa lahat ng nakaalala at lahat ng bumati sa aking kaarawan. Maraming salamat po. May sumisigaw pa na happy birthday. Tsaka na yung libre. Thank you very much to all those who remembered, especially sa social media at sa mga nagte-text at tumatawag. Thank you so much. Puno po ang aking puso ngayong araw na ito.
This is Hardball with Bill Velasco.
At muli, siyempre, inaanyayahan ko kayong tangkilikin ang ating mga online sports channels. Every Monday and Friday, ang ating Basketball Universe PHL. At meron po tayong mga expose ngayon tungkol sa mga dating manlalaro ng NBA na 25 years na pong ipinagbabawal na bumalik sa Pilipinas. Bagamat Pilipino talaga sila at na binigyan pa po ng mga lisensya para makapaglaro sa Pilipinas.
Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Isa pa ang Secret Sports Stories, kung saan hinahalungkat natin ang ating baul ng mga iba-ibang kwento ng sports na malamang ay hindi ninyo pa nalalaman.
Hardball with Bill Velasco.
At gaya ng lagi, ang ating pagbati sa mga kaibigan nating sila Nanay Elena Fernandez, Marlon Velasquez, Carlos Nismal, Timothy Hayo, Marivic Delfino, Marco Royo, Stella Sungahid, Christine Taperla, Kai Trillo, Clarice de Guzman, Kenneth Santos, Rhea Joy Piscasio, Lisa Palma, Kriel Orozco. Maraming salamat sa pagbati, kapatid. Jimmy Alabanza, Julian Rafael Lapid, B. Casiano, Rap Arca at Gab Ferreras.
This is Hardball with Bill Velasco.
At yan ang ating programa para sa araw na ito. Muli ang Hardball ay masusubaybayan mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 11 na umaga hanggang alas 12 ng tanghali. Dito lang po yan sa DWAN 1206 AM. Abangan nyo, susunod na po ang The Showbiz Authority. Ako si Bill Velasco. Magkita-kita po tayo muli bukas.
This is Hardball with Bill